Hey guys, me Dave. It's Wednesday morning, Tuesday night, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so it's 4:13 a.m. I'll give you an update. I just got back from the hospital. Okay, so I was down there from um I don't know whenever the last video was made. I went shortly after that. I was laying down, they were squeezing my head, pressure in the head. So I I guess I did what I said I was gonna do. I told the 911 operator the truth. Um, she's like, "Well, I'll send someone there to check you out." And went to the hospital. They did took me down there because I was feeling pressure in my head. So and they didn't talk me out of going. They took me. So I was like, "Oh shit," I don't want to go. I don't. I don't want to go. I put up with 4 or 5 hours of torture before calling. Someone else would probably call in 15 minutes or call every 15 minutes and, you know, get thrown in jail for abusing 911 or something. But I wait. It, I'm a Taurus, you guys. Taurus, whatever you want to call it. The bull. May 4th is my birthday. So I'm stubborn. I'm not that stubborn. If they want me to do something, just ask. I'll do it. But I think running to the ER all the time is ridiculous. So I'm assuming they purposely set me down there. I don't know. You don't know if everyone's on the same page or whatever. Anyway, went down there. I was down there for a couple hours. I'm back. My mom's coming to pick me up at 11. I'm going to go to the dump with her if I can get a little sleep. If they let me, I don't know. So, I mean, everyone was pretty nice. I walked out to the waiting room. When I was leaving, I walked out to the waiting room. They called me a cab. Um, I always bring my debit card because I'm like, I got money to pay myself. They're like, oh, they always give me a voucher just because not all, they always call the same cab company, but not all of them take a debit card. You know, there's only been a couple that they have an iPad and then they have a little that little square thing and they can take a debit card. Not all of them do that. Like this old timer that took me, he didn't even have a GPS. You know, I think he pretty much knew where it was. So, uh, old guy. He didn't say one word. Usually they're babbling nonstop, but anyway, I'm back. They're hitting my ass again. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it gets so bad. I just wish somebody would just drive me down there and I'll just sit there for 3 days in the waiting room, because you're going to be going anyway. So, anyway, at least I can walk a little bit instead of, my mom's 81 years old. She's almost 82. She's going to be 82 in July. And she's taking care of me. I should be taking care of her. But at least they're letting me walk enough to get into the apartment without, this is the first time without help. I opened the door, I got out of the cab. I was like, oh shit, how's this gonna work? Got out of the cab, unfolded my walker, shut the door, walked to the front door of the building, used my key to get in the locked entry, and my apartment's all the way down to the end of the hall, so I was able to do that. So otherwise I'd have to wake my mom up, and she's off today, Wednesday. So I mean, but still, I don't want to. She's almost 82 years old, and you know, Duluth is hilly. She lives down the hill, and I would have to have her come and, uh, you know, come up here, go to the apartment, grab my wheelchair. I mean, it was just a big pain in the ass. So at least I can walk. I don't have to wake her up, But I don't like going to the hospital. I was like, oh, just get me out of here. He's like, you have a headache? It's like I didn't even get a chance to get into it. I was trying to get into it. I'm like, do you see my temples, the way they're crushed in? Oh, you have a headache? Okay, we'll grab you a Tylenol, and you have a headache. I said, no, it feels like somebody's squeezing. Oh, you have a headache? Okay, we'll get you some time. Okay, whatever you say, man. I didn't even argue with him. He was in and out. Never seen him again. The nurse came in. They gave me a CAT scan. Like, yep, you're good to go. I was like, all right, well, I got Tylenol at home, so whatever. It's $5,000 every time you walk in the damn doors, though, and 2,500 to get there. So stupid. I don't know. I don't understand any of it. You know, why do we have to play these reindeer games when, you know, just stop and let me walk and I'll be fine. No, we gotta jump through hoops, play these games. So I don't know. I'm not trying to get it all into this, but anyway, they took me and I'm back. I'm gonna, I don't know. I don't have a clock. It's on my phone. I'm gonna try to get to bed here pretty quick if they let me. I don't know, sleep for a little bit. I don't know. And my mom's coming at 11. We're gonna try to go to the dump, I guess. So I don't know. But I'll keep you updated, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for the comments. I love you guys too. I'm sorry for swearing, but you get so angry. I mean, I'm not angry, but when they do certain things, I get pissed off. I mean, you know, but I don't know. I wish they would just tell me what to do. I don't think they're allowed to tell you what to do. So they're trying to tell you by hurting you, torturing you. Just fuck. I mean, you tell me what to do and I'll do it. I don't think they're allowed to. I don't know. But I'll keep you updated. I'll talk to you guys. Talk to you guys later.